Considering today's market situation with RAM and SSD issues, it's now more important than ever to have a more balanced PC component inside your build. That means getting the best balance of price and performance, and that's where the Inno3D GeForce RTX 5070 Ti X3 comes in. Out of all of the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 50 series that we took a look at since its launch at CES 2025, the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5070 Ti currently has the best value, the game changer that could do everything: 4K gaming, productivity, AI workloads, while maintaining a competitive price point and power consumption made possible by Blackwell and AI. The Inno3D GeForce RTX 5070 Ti further amplifies this, as the GeForce RTX 5070 Ti doesn't have a Founders Edition card. And as stated in our review, it's a great option for those without paying the unnecessary premium for aesthetics or anything that doesn't contribute to raising the frame rates. The NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5070 Ti is powered by the GB203 chip built on the NVIDIA Blackwell Architecture. Blackwell houses key improvements in overall performance thanks to the introduction of neural rendering with the use of NVIDIA RTX neural shaders to take advantage of the key spec improvements with the all-new 5th Gen Tensor cores, 4th Gen RT cores, and a new AI management processor, and of course, GDDR7 memory. The combination of both hardware improvements and engineering innovations led to the upgrades of existing features, namely DLSS 4 now with multi-frame generation, better ray tracing with ray reconstruction and reflex for lower latency, alongside better creator-centered features such as NVIDIA Broadcast and a host of AI-accelerated apps, which we'll get into later. For now, let's start with gaming. The Inno3D GeForce RTX 5070 Ti X3 can handle any resolution you throw at it. In our benchmarks, the GeForce RTX 5070 Ti easily runs AAA games 1440p at max settings with over 120 FPS, giving you the best of both worlds in terms of graphics fidelity and smoothness. And of course, 4K at over 60 FPS for that maximum eye candy. Now in the case where you want better graphics or more frames, or better yet, both, you have ray tracing and DLSS to squeeze more out of your NVIDIA GeForce RTX 50 series GPU. Full ray tracing with ray reconstruction and path tracing better mimics real-world lighting conditions for a more immersive gaming experience. DLSS now has multi-frame generation, which lets you gain more frames up to 4 times from your base frame rates thanks to neural shaders, more effective shader execution reordering, and AI management processor exclusive to NVIDIA GeForce RTX 50 series graphics cards. This basically lets your GPU render additional frames based on existing ones, or to be more precise, up to 3 new frames based on 1 rendered frame, unlike DLSS's 3.5 where there's only 1 generated frame per 1 frame rendered. The previous DLSS technologies used CNN to generate new pixels by analyzing localized content and tracking the changes over successive frames. DLSS CNN architecture has then been fully maximized by NVIDIA 6 years since the introduction of DLSS on the RTX 20 series. NVIDIA now uses the new transformer model for better image quality improvements thanks to the new Vision Transformer, which doubles the parameters over the older CNN models. This results in generating pixels with better stability, reduced ghosting, higher details, and smoother edges. Now, my favorite and I think most underrated improvement about DLSS that even some reviewers fail to appreciate is that you can now enable DLSS without having to enable ray tracing first to further maximize your frame rates. In Borderlands 4, simply go to Options, Visuals, Advanced, and under Resolution Scaling, select DLSS, your preferred quality. In this case, I prefer quality, and enable frame generation. Battlefield 6 is pretty much the same. Go to Options, Graphics, Advanced Settings, select DLSS under Upscaling Technique. For Battlefield 6, I prefer to use balance upscaling quality and also bumping multi-frame generation up to 4 times. Going back to the underrated improvement, notice how everything just applies in real time. Back when these features were first introduced, not only there were only a handful of games to test from, but also it was a hassle because enabling these features used to require you to restart the game. What's even more convenient this time around is that games that don't have native support for DLSS 4, you can simply now enable them through DLSS override using the NVIDIA app. For those who are into more competitive titles, latency plays a much bigger role in your games, and that's where Reflex comes in. Reflex is one of NVIDIA's proprietary technology to minimize input lag in games. This works by optimizing the rendering pipeline, synchronizing both the CPU and the GPU for just-in-time rendering in order to reduce the time between your inputs and for the results of those inputs to be displayed on the screen much faster. As a sweaty competitive player, I always select Reflex On plus Boost whenever it's available, from mobiles like Dota 2 or FPS games like CS2 and Valorant. Of course, running the games at high settings, high resolutions, and enabling all of these features generates some heat. But it's not something that the Inno3D GeForce RTX 5070 Ti X3 can't handle. Thanks to the triple 88mm sight fan blades paired with the 6 heat pipe heatsink that has a copper base for the GPU contact and an aluminum base for the memory. Not to mention that it's only 2 slot thick, quite thinner than your average high-end GPU. Its form factor passes NVIDIA's SFF-ready program, making it ideal for your small form factor builds, or for most of you, just the guarantee of it being able to fit almost every case in the market. Now, let's talk about what the other half of the NVIDIA RTX 50 series are capable of: productivity and AI. If you're a gamer, chances are you've tried streaming or even considered doing so. NVIDIA Broadcast cuts down on your hardware costs where you don't have to buy a better camera, lights, and other equipment just to look decent on stream. Of course, it also has features that's geared towards the professional or corporate side of things, which then basically saves you on the cost of workplace video conferencing subscriptions just to hide your messy room or remove background noise, as everything is processed through your GPU. You can also save up on time if you're a video editor with CUDA and AI-accelerated rendering on NVIDIA partner apps like Adobe Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve. That's less time waiting and more time creating. And if you're on the hobby side like me, there's Topaz Photo and Video AI to upscale, denoise, or even recover to make your fan cam quality be closer to a professional camera by only using your phone and GPU. Shameless plug, check out my upscaled 4K K-pop fan cams and photos over on YouTube at Twitter using my handle @Grant. So with all of those scenarios and use cases discussed, the Inno3D GeForce RTX 5070 Ti X3 enables you to do anything and everything, whether it be gaming, AI, or productivity, all while offering next-level performance with NVIDIA Blackwell exclusive features such as DLSS 4, ray tracing, ray reconstruction, broadcast, and more. So if you're looking to upgrade or build your high-end gaming rig with value in mind, the Inno3D GeForce RTX 5070 Ti X3 is available at NVIDIA GeForce Philippines, Shopee, and Lazada mall pages, and of course, Inno3D authorized dealers nationwide. This is Grant, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.